Welcome back to another episode of Road to William. I got my cousin Ashley from IB Ball and Basketball Show with me. Before we dive into the film, we're gonna give Ashley some space uh, and just talk about your channel and where you want people to tune into you and support you at.
Okay, my channel is I Be Ballin' Basketball Show, and we talk about NBA and WNBA news and the topics and trades and free agency. I just went live about the WNBA All Star Draft. So that's going to be coming up soon. So that's going to be cool. Oh, and you can follow me at Ashley I Be Ballin' on all social media platforms. And I also do basketball movie reviews and NBA 2K videos. So tap in.
Yeah. Tap into Ashley's channel and her Twitch. Twitch is really and so yeah, 2K ain't no joke. Follow her on there. I'm also on there. I just started. I feel like I'm behind already because they just dropped the 2K26 cover with who? Angel Reese. Shout out to Angel Reese. Um WNBA sport in general has came a long way, and I want to give a big thanks to my cousin Ashley for um, showing me the way of basketball and knowing, I know more players and understand them through the documentaries and the movies and the shows that Ashley puts out. So shout out to Ashley for having a platform that, highlights positivity and highlights the NBA and the WNBA. Because a lot of people talk about the NBA a lot, but not a lot of people talk about the WNBA. And so I like that my cousin was part of that journey, that history of um, pushing uh, pushing the WNBA even to greater heights. So today, y'all, we're gonna be reviewing a classic film. Y'all know I love to say classic. I don't put it out if I don't think it's that good. It has been filmed. No, but no, I'm just. But usually when I push out a film, I'm pushing it out because I want y'all to watch it. I want y'all to see a message to it as well. Come back and comment on the channel to let us know your thoughts on it as well. We want to hear from y'all. So Ashley, I know. Okay, so for me, Cradle to the Grave, I've seen this once before, but after rewatching it, definitely I had a lot more questions. Um, and I wanted to like dive a little deeper into this film and why after this we never really saw too much of DMX pursue more of an acting career. So first, I want to get your take, Cuzzo, on it about Cradle to the Grave. Have you seen it before? And if so, what was it like rewatching it?
I have seen it before, growing up, I had a lot of, time to watch a lot of 90s and early 2000s movies. And so, of course, Jet Li and Jackie Chan, like action films. And of course, DMX is a very huge star. So, yeah, I've seen it a couple times. And, seeing it now, I was like, wow. Um, DMX, wow, he's gone. And then I was also like, Anthony Anderson. And hey, Gabrielle Union, she's done small, different roles. Feel like Bring It On was her really big role. Then she started doing a lot of films, lot of film, in the early 2000s. Deliver Us from Evil. So it just kind of brings you back to those, early 2000 nostalgia, because even Jet Li did a lot of movies. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know where he is now, but he probably still can, you know, kick it, with the best of them. Um, they should have put him in that new Karate Kid movie. That's probably what they should have did. But even he was in Romeo Must Die, and And the director, this is the same director, and so just a lot of nostalgia.
Rewatching it, I was like, oh, I didn't realize Gabrielle Union was in it for a second. I forgot about her in there. And then I started to think like, yo, I wonder if Aaliyah was supposed to be in this film because this wasn't too far from Romeo Must Die, which we gonna have to rewatch that one. But there's sometimes I don't want to redo a film I know everybody else has kind of already seen or people have done a lot of takes on it. So I wanted to kind of step outside of it first. We will redo it, but I wanted to step outside of what people usually be talking about. So I feel like Cradle to the Grave is one of them like hidden gems that people don't talk about a lot. But for sure, we definitely gotta get to Aaliyah. We just take your time, don't rush, chill, chill. But but yeah. So I wanted to know that. So real quick, step aside from the convo. I'm gonna just share Cradle to the Grave trivia. So one of the questions I had was like, was Aaliyah supposed to be in there? It said Aaliyah was set to star in the film until her untimely death in 2001. And then they was being messy. DMX was late for shit. We don't care. He was there. He filmed it. Gabrielle Union was caught by surprise when producers sprang a half-clothed lap dance scene on her, which wasn't in the original script. She did the scene, but being a devout Catholic, she went to confession afterwards. I did not know that either.
Oh,
Which that's why I feel like it's important to have things in the contract. It's something like maybe she had to learn then to now move forward to be like, hey, from here on out, you can't just spring shit on me. You can't just like
yeah, that does happen a lot.
some people won't cut their hair or something for their role. So I mean, yeah, that was definitely messed up. But
Mm.
I think that happens a lot. It's just not talked about a lot. Now, you said something about exit wounds earlier today when we were talking. It said second film to star Anthony Anderson and Tom Arnold. They share more screen time in this film than they did in Exit Wounds in 2001, where they
Oh
shared the
wow.
last scene together. It is also the second film to star DMX and Tom Arnold after Exit Wounds.
Arnold
Uh
Schwarzenegger.
Oh, this was Paige Hurd's debut, which makes sense because she was, and then after that, she probably was in Beauty Shop. But let us know in the comments if there's some movies we should check into. Do you want us to review Exit Wounds? I've never seen that. But yeah, that was just a quick review on everything. A lot of action. There were times I was on my phone a little bit, and so I was like, okay, some of these are a snore. But when it came time to action, like Paige Hurd's character, I thought it was dope where it was like, um, it kind of showed you a little bit about parenting in this film. Dang. I wonder what it would have been like for Aaliyah to be. That would have been crazy. She did a film that I wasn't too fond of as her last film. And I was like, oh, why did that have to be her last film? But I was a kid and I didn't really understand it. So maybe as an adult, I'll understand the movie
Didn't
better.
show up until the very end.
Oh, yeah, that's why. She didn't even have no lines. I'm like, but she was the front cover of the movie poster. I'm like, okay, that's bullshit. Like, because really, we just care to see Aaliyah because we know she can act. So Vanessa at the end, she had to at the end. Remember that necklace Anthony gave her to, that diamond.
Hmm.
She had that necklace he had gave her. She used that to break free, and she was able to contact her father to locate where she was. And I thought that was a good metaphor to say, like, whatever you give to your kids, be that, a message, not just something material, that they can use that to save themselves in a situation where a parent might not be around. So I think that was a dope way to just be like, and she was a fighter just like her father. He didn't care about, oh, how much money the diamonds was worth. He didn't care about that. All he cared about was that his daughter was safe and that he wanted to get reunited with his daughter. All that other stuff didn't matter, which is important in real life too. Like material things don't matter. no human is more valuable, is less valuable than these diamonds that they're trying to portray. And you see how much they were shooting it for. Oh, 2.7 million for five. But how y'all got this money? Like it's nothing. Oh, 10 diamonds, 20 million. Anyway, that scene pissed me off. But what was your favorite scene? Your favorite parts of the film to close it out?
Favorite parts? I loved all the fighting scenes and all the action scenes. Some scenes that stood out were, of course, Jet Li fighting. One time he was like fighting and he was like dodging all of the hits and he did it so effortlessly, like, you can't get me, you can't get me. I'm over here. And of course, it was a good cage fighting scene and he was fighting different opponents and I just found it interesting because audience had like this plastic bag because in case the blood splattered on them. I'm like, why would you even want to be in the audience? Yeah, I'm going to this underworld fight and I can't wait to get blood splattered on me. I'm like, oh my goodness. um it was funny when the little guy started fighting Jet Li. That was funny. I did. There was a lot of car scenes. There was a scene where DMX stole like a what's those motor cross bikes or wheelers or ATVs? I don't know,
Dirt
but
bikes? Yeah, it might be
yeah, but it was
ATVs.
It was like four wheels, but that
Mm,
other guy had like a motorbike. And he was like, "Hey, he stole my bike." So he was chasing him too, while the bad guys were chasing him. And
mm,
I also thought, is this realistic? Because when DMX was going from rooftop to rooftop with the ATV, I thought, I'm sure it's possible, but that seems very heavy. Like the guy with the
mm,
motocross, I think he could do it because that's like a lighter bike. And I thought the four-wheeler was kind of like heavy. Like, could it really go from roof to I don't know. But it was great
mm,
action nonetheless.
mm.
Even Gabrielle Union had a couple of fighting scenes.
Yeah.
There
Hmm.
was a cool scene where he had the other lady's gun and shot her, with her own gun. That was cool. But yeah, just the different moves and seeing Jet Li swing and fly and but yeah, it definitely
Mm,
had Romeo Must Die layers and then I find out, hey, that's the same director
mm,
because I feel like in Romeo Must Die there was a scene at the end where Jet
mm.
Li was fighting and there was fire surrounded by him and that's what
Oh
happened.
yeah.
That's what happened in this movie too. There was fire around. Might have been raining, I forgot, but I
Oh
said,
yeah, it was
"Oh,
raining.
every scene is with fire at the end." Okay. But
Mm.
I do I I was on my phone when they were talking about the diamonds and yeah, I was just like when the action comes, I'll put my phone down.
Right.
But and I also wonder like what was DMX's own stunts because he did some cool,
I was wondering that too.
stunts.
Yeah.
Because they say Tom Cruise does his own stunts, and I'm like, well, I don't know. What
Mm,
I believe Tom Cruise does his own stunts, but there has to be stunt doubles. There was
yeah.
a scene where DMX flew into this glass no, he flew through multiple glass. One with his Tim's on, right? And then one
Yeah.
with the ATV. I was like, whoa. I
Mm,
think that you use a stunt double because you don't want the glass in your face.
no, for
Yeah, there's
real.
a scene in the last Impossible movie, and I'm like, did Tom Cruise really do this? He's on a plane and he's doing different things
Mm,
on a plane,
mm,
outside the plane. And I'm like, if this plane was really in the air, was he really doing this or was the plane just, a part of some green screen? Because
I
if
think
you
it's
were really in the air, I don't know if you would really be doing those stunts. Now, if
mm,
it's a green screen, the plane's not really in the air, sure, I could see you doing your own stunts. But if you're
mm,
in the plane and there's ground, where you could die. I don't know. Maybe you had a harness on. But anyway, the
mm,
action, the fighting was great.
mm,
I wasn't really paying that much attention to the dialogue, and it could be because I've seen it before. Maybe that's it. That could be why. But overall, it's pretty good.
yeah.
Fast pace.
I think it's
I
enough.
thought it was,
Oh, go ahead.
you said what?
I thought it was enough action scene. It could have been a little bit more, but yeah, the dialogue I was like, and DMX, I think this is one of his first films too, kind of out of his range. So some of the acting parts for me was like stressing me out. But then it's like, well, you got to start somewhere. It's like Lil Meech. He's starting somewhere. Like even comparing the first season of BMF to season now, it's like, oh yeah, he's definitely grown um a lot, and I think DMX had that potential to continue to grow, but it was some scenes was like I was like, okay, I'm stressed a little. But what about you? What do you think about the acting?
I thought Anthony Anderson was getting his acting thing on with the comedy,
Mm,
and I always remember, he had the chubbiness, he had that beard, he had those little spikes in his hair almost in every movie. But now he looks actually better. He's exercising, his beard is fresh. Ever since Blackish, I think that's when his
mm,
look started to change. And
mm,
he actually looks better now than he did when he was younger, so that's good. Maybe because
mm,
I think because when he got diabetes, that's when he started taking care of himself more.
mm, mm,
I think Fat Joe does that too. Like, I,
mm.
doesn't he have cookbooks or something? But
I don't watch this. I don't follow him.
Joey Crack, yeah.
Mm.
Um, But the acting for DMX, I felt like he was sort of acting like himself. Like sometimes I was
Mm.
like, because he's always yelling in his music. What I really want, what I really
Mm.
want. Max. I really like DMX, especially they don't know who they be. And of course everybody know up in here, up in here. Oh yeah, you should ask what's your favorite DMX song. But yeah, I felt like
Mm.
DMX was acting like himself at times because I'm pretty sure he's like calm with his children versus
Mm.
yelling and
Mm.
filled with emotion with
Mm.
all the other scenes.
Mm.
And the car scene where he's dodging the bullets and using the car as weapons, that was cool. So yeah. I feel like Jet Li acts the same in like every movie though. He's like very calm.
Yeah.
DMX is like, I need to get my daughter back. And
Yeah,
he's
that
like,
balance was way off. That's what it was. It's like you're way too chill, right? You know what I mean? Or he way too. It's like, but his daughter is missing, so I feel like that's valid. He was kind of like, "Come on, let's go." Like, he's like, I understand that, but let's go. So I don't know.
don't worry, I know the guy.
I know exactly where she is. Like,
I feel
oh, a
like he's like,
laser? That's all. A green one? Oh yeah, I know where they at. Like, what?
oh man, that was funny.
But yeah, that's some of the parts where I'm like, but I think I don't know. I do want to get into acting at some point, but I think just based off watching people's interviews and the things they share is that sometimes they practice with each other. a lot, off screen, and maybe they meet up and be like, "Hey, let's rehearse
They
these
have
lines."
table reads too.
Table reads. I've been in a table read. That is stressful as hell. But that's stressful. But yes, I do think if he would have kept acting, that he would have been one of the top people in the game acting for sure. And in music for sure. Um his music was definitely inspiration to me growing up, especially when I was on that bus going to different jobs, pop your headphones in, put some good tunes, definitely some good gems of DMX on there. So yeah, let us know what is your favorite DMX song.
Lord, give
And
me a sign.
yeah, well, give me a sign.
He could
It's
have
too
did
many to
a faith
name.
movie
I
because
think
people
that
would
would
have
have been
watched it.
his lane too. Yeah, that would have been lit. Cause he loved talking about God, very passionate. That's what you need. And if you want to do acting, that's part of it. It's not just like read these lines and get it together. It's like, no, you got to really put your all into it, like anything else. So, yeah, thanks, Cuzzo, for coming on the show again. Once again, always a good time, good convo. Check out my cousins Ashley. I be balling basketball show on YouTube, on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. I don't see you on TikTok as much.
Yeah, I really need to get back on there.
Yeah.
I've been very absent from there. It's too many apps. I just wish there was one app and then you load it on one app, then it goes to all the other apps. It's too much. And then people go down a rabbit hole and then you get stuck. And it's like, social media is just too much. It's like, I like it for news, sometimes bantering, like the basketball news. I do like the videos, but sometimes it's too much. It's just too much. Like, I don't know anybody that gets stuck on every app. I think it's one app everyone gets stuck on. And I just left TikTok behind. I do need to get back on TikTok. I'll try my darndest to get back on there. Say what's up. It's been a long time. Shouldn't have left you without a dope beat.
Dope beat to
Step two,
step two.
step two, step two, step two, step two, step two.
Everything, everything.
And DMX.
Remember that time in church? Throwback. Remember that time in church? you, you and my aunt, he was in the church, and she basically said you had made a drawing of, it was like a plane or something, but it was like in representation of a Lee or something, or maybe you drew a Lee, but it was something on a plane. But it was around that time she had passed away, and I remember y'all bringing it up in church, and that was a good like message, good message. I remember that. I don't know. I be remembering
Really?
random things like that, but I remember that hitting the city, hitting the culture for sure because her
Oh,
music
yeah.
music is a way that a lot of people can connect to each other. And so she was a big part of that on the radios and everything. Movies, you know how we love movies, music, everything, entertainment.
The
So,
It's like what could have been because she was very young, 23, I think. And Rock the Boats, that's the last, song. And oh, what's your favorite Aaliyah song? We need a revolution. We have so much confusion.
yeah,
Because think about it.
yeah, last night. Don't get me
It's
started.
one in a million.
Yeah.
It
It
goes
don't sound like
on.
that, but I get it. I'm like, that's a different version. One in a million. What? I don't know that one.
Wait, you give me a really good feeling all day long. Your love is a one in a million. Oh, and she had more than a woman.
More than a woman. Yes. Oh, I'm about to listen to Aaliyah today. I've
And
been
I
wanting to
had
do a Leah video, but I'd be hesitant. Like I wanted to do a Brandy one. I'd be hesitant. I'd be hesitant. But now Brandy and Monica are going on tour. I said, hold on, hold up. Hold up, hold on.
they used to be mad at each other.
I think they could do a horror film based off of that. Think about it. Let me shut up. Y'all need to call me. Okay? The number ain't working. No, hit my email. Hit my email.
They did
And then
do
my
like
people
a
will get to
short,
your people. It's really just me.
but let's
Me
be
and AI.
honest. Let's be honest here.
Them chicken strips with a Sprite and a caramel sundae. I'm not doing the most. Anyway, use the app. Anyways, she's going to McDonald's. I got
McDonald's.
excited. I
Me
said I like the
too.
chicken strips. The sauce. I don't know who made that sauce, but they need a raise. If y'all haven't had the chicken strips at McDonald's with the sauce, and it come with the sauce, you don't have to be like, oh, the sauce. Shut up. Just get the chicken strip meal combo. I mean, I'm sorry, goofy. That's all I say when I'm playing 2K. I stopped putting my headset on because I bought a headset just for the game. Now I was like, I can't play on 2K. I can't have my headset because I'm cussing out people left and right, even if we're winning. I'm like, goofy, dummy. And then they cuss. I like, but I love when people get on and start yelling at the team. Like if we're losing, I get why you're yelling, but if we're winning, it's like, why are you upset? Yo, I had did something where maybe I'll try and get a clip in. It only records up to an hour on Twitch, so I don't know how far. And I be trying to do 2 hours, but I only usually get like 2 games in, which that's like 40 minutes. That's good for me. Sometimes I'll be like, I don't want to play. But then you done got logged into the 5-on-5. You're like, dang it, I can't leave. And I'm not about to cop out. One time I did have to hop on the headset because this dude was talking something about how I was playing. I was like, hold up, what you talking about? And then he started missing like a mother. I was like, oh, okay, bet. He was like, yo, hello, no. Sometimes you have to talk to them like that
Don't
because
do
they
that
get a little
anymore.
bit beside themselves sometimes. But I do not wear a headset on 2K because it's not worth it. It's a game. That's what I tell myself. But you're messing with my points, my records. And then when people leave the game, I be a little pissed on that because it's like, bro, just ride it out so we get our points at the end. I don't
That's
care at this
funny.
point if we're losing. I want my points. It adds up. This helps my fucking level, dummy. And so that's why. But it's good. It lets out anger. I love it. Oh. So yeah.
Funny.
But yeah. Anyways, go check out Ashley's Twitch. What is your name of your Twitch? Oh my goodness. I made a road to William, y'all. I had to switch it up. I only got 2 followers. That's ridiculous. I have 868, 69, depending on if somebody like me or not that day. I'd be going. It's no way I should only have 2 followers on Twitch. So I'm gonna put our Twitches up, and I better see at least 10 by the end of the night of
Well,
whenever I post this.
I probably only have
Like, wait, won't you post this in 2 days? I'm gonna get back. I was going to Ashley about posting, but really, I need to be on there. I'm sorry, y'all. I never thought I'd have to come to this again, but I've been slacking. Oh wow, that's how you know you need to get it together. You got to tell your people, hey, sorry I haven't been around as much. I'm back. We back. It's summer. We back. Go outside during the day and at night when she done chilled out. Watch our videos because it's some gems. Get you through the day. Because the administration now is stressful daily. So we got content daily for you. Anything you'd like to say or
to.
where you want them? Leave them with a good message.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the Road to William. And also, we need to do video game reviews too. That would be dope.
I was just gonna say that,
Or like um
and we can add clips to when we played them.
improvements of what NBA 2K can do,
Oh, I
you know.
got a lot of that.
And also EA Sports, just like they brought college football back, they're gonna bring the college basketball game back.
Oh, they need to do that now because GTA 6 is playing. They said we ain't getting that till next year. I said we don't have a year. The world is gonna be done by then. Please go on. But anyway,
I guess the message is cradle to the grave. From
yeah,
start to finish, do your best. From cradle to the grave, do your best.
that was dope. Do your best from cradle to the mother chucking grave. Peace.